I feel like I've just been dating guys that are underqualified to date me. Is that harsh? What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Jayla. If you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you know when I post new videos. Today I have another chit chat. Get ready with me. Today's topic of discussion is going to be dating. And guys, you guys love when I talk about this. I think it's just like the girly thing. Like, I know when I get around my friends, I'm always like, girl, what's the tea on your situation? What's the tea? Ooh, 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 ooh. So I understand why you guys like these type of talks. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get started with my makeup. We're going to go ahead and jump into this talk, girl. I decided that I want to do a colorful look, like a purple, so I am going to be using Huda Beauty for my eyes. I'm going to be using two palettes. So the first palette is a Desert Dust palette, and then the second one is a nude palette. But they have a lot of purples and cranberries, so I'm gonna use some purples from this. And then in this one, what I really enjoy is that these cranberry colors are like glitters. So I'm going to see what I can come up with as we talk. So the reason why I want to have this discussion is because, well, a lot of you guys are also having a hard time like dating in today's society. And recently, for some reason, I feel like I don't know, maybe it's just because it's the internet, but I feel like I get kind of like shamed for being single. Or say someone wants to validate me as a woman, or maybe the opposite, like tear me down as a woman. Instead of like everything that I am, they try to attack like, oh, she's this, but she doesn't have a man, but she can't keep a man though. And it just blows my mind to think that, you know, in our society that women, because it's not really men that do this, it's women, that women like do that to other females, knowing how trash guys are. Like, we tear another woman down like, oh, you can't keep a man, when no, in fact, the men can't keep us. Honestly, y'all, like, women are doing their dang on thing. We're going to college, we're starting the businesses, we're making money, we're making over 100K a year, young too. Like, females are doing it, and guys are kind of struggling now. Like, it's the pool of guys that are making, you know, at these companies, making a lot of it ain't a lot of them. Okay, so let's give us a pat on the back, because these guys need to keep up. They're struggling out here. Let me go ahead and do my eyebrows, because see, we can talk all day about this. I do have some new products today, so I'm going to be using the products. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Vitamin Infused Complexion Prep Priming Spray. So this is my first time using this primer on my face. Here we go. So in the winter time, I mean, it's the winter time and I don't get as oily, but I do have to use a primer because I have oily skin. So the one that is my favorite, I've been using it for years, is the Becca Evermatte Poreless. I just haven't found a primer that actually competes. I will try other primers and stuff, but honey, the oils have to be controlled for me. I'm gonna put this on right before I do my foundation, because it does it literally takes away the oils and it looks white. So let me do my eyebrows. Okay, so where are we gonna start and where is this gonna go? I'm just gonna talk. I don't have like an end point or a start point, but let's talk about it. I think I've said this before. I'm single, but I'm dating. I'm open to meeting a guy and potentially being in a relationship, and if it doesn't work out, I'm fine, I'm good, I'm living life will go on. I feel like one piece of advice that I would give my younger self, and I know it's so hard to, like, when you're younger, it's so hard to like realize, and you have to be older to realize it. But my one piece of advice is like, yo, it's so many guys in this world. That one guy that you're like so obsessed over, and he's like just everything, and then he ends up breaking your heart or doing something crazy, and you like can't get over him, and you think that it's not going to be anybody else, and your self-esteem and your worth goes down because you're like, oh my god, this guy was so whatever. In reality, that guy is trash. Like, it's going to be so many other guys out there that are just as cute, that's just as intelligent, does better things, can treat you better. I feel like when I was younger, I wanted to be in a relationship and I would get stuck on one person for no reason at all. Like, I don't know, I think it's just a female thing. Like, we'll meet a guy and we just really like him and we want to invest our time into one person. In reality, we should just be dating to date. So as a 24-year-old, I feel like I just date to date, and I don't put any like expectations on like, oh my god, like this really cute guy, and oh my god, like we could be together and we could be really cute and I like this and this is going to be long term. I don't think like that anymore. I like take stuff for what it is and I have fun in the moment, and if it works out, cool. If it doesn't, it'll be somebody else. So I don't, my worth, I don't, guys, that's not how I determine my worth at all. So for me, I don't know if you guys will be able to relate too much to this, but this is just, you know, my personal dating problems. So I'm a pretty successful female at 24. Well, not pretty, I'm very successful. I think I don't congratulate myself enough or pat myself on the back enough, but yeah, I am projected to make $500,000 before I turn 26 years old. So at the age of 25, I will probably hit $500,000 salary. And a goal that I just really want to accomplish is hitting $1 million by the age of 30. I think that I can do it. I think that I'm very capable of it. And I am working every day to get there. I mean, I struggle, I fumble, but that is like a top goal for me. And I feel like growing up, I would have never thought that was possible. And I'm speaking on it because I didn't have someone to look at or to look up to, and they say like, oh, like I want to make $1 million before whatever age, or I want to make whatever amount business wise, to say, oh my god, like it's black females out here doing that, you know, that weren't like celebrities. Because I feel like celebrities, you see their money and you see how they live, but you don't feel like it's touchable. So I never felt like it was somebody that was like regular, you know, normal, that I could look up to, that I felt like, oh my god, like this is a realistic goal. So that's why I put out financial goals of mine, because I want other girls who watch me, who never really thought about, you know, far off or like the big goal. Like, you should, like it's realistic. If you plan it out and work hard to it, you can do it. So with that being said, I am a whole lot of woman for a guy, especially a guy that is 24, 25, 26, 21, 22, 23. You know, I don't know if you can handle all of this over here. I'm a whole lot to deal with. I'm a whole package that most guys are not ready for, if we're being really freaking honest. I'm going to be putting a primer on my eyes so that I can go ahead and start messing with this eyeshadow as I talk and stuff. Okay, so this may not be a tutorial because I'm all over the place, so let me just talk. I'm going in with a brown just so I can get the like crease area started, and then that's when I'll start putting the purples on to build it up. But I want this crease to be very blended, and this is how I'm starting it off. So I guess this is story time. So for me with dating, although I think when people look at me, it's like, oh, I'm like this high maintenance girl, and I like really expensive things. And while all of that is true, I think I'm also very, very simple, especially with dating. Like, I don't think I asked for like anything crazy, but you to think, you know, put in a little bit of effort and think about some things. But even with my success, I know that for my age, it is going to be really, really hard to find someone that is just as successful to me. So when it comes to dating, I don't put those expectations on other people. At least when I was 22, 23, I didn't. And I'm gonna tell the story, and I'm gonna get to why recently I had to kind of shift that. So I'm climbing the ladder to success, but in my dating life, I'm not putting that same expectation on people that I'm dating, because I feel like that, love has nothing to do with money, which that is true, but let me continue. I met this guy, and this guy, he had a job, he graduated from college, and he still stayed with his mom, but I felt like, oh, like this guy has potential. Now, potential is very deadly. Potential is deadly because just because someone has potential doesn't mean that they know how to execute the potential that you see. Remember that. So I'm this girl that's just looking for a guy who knows how to love me, and I don't want to be materialistic, and I want, at my age, I am aware that, you know, some guys may still need some time to get to the level in their career that maybe I'm already on. And I think I kind of always felt guilty for making more than most guys that I date, or being at a successful level with dating. So I think I always cut guys a little bit more slack when maybe I shouldn't have, maybe. So this particular guy, we were dating, and all I wanted from him was time, effort, attention, someone to spend my time with. But as I'm doing this, I realized that that is not enough. Now, it took me a few months to realize that that wasn't enough. It went wrong with this guy not putting in enough effort to match what he lacked. I hope you guys are following me. So when it came to things like buying me roses, or like us going on a date. Now for me, a date doesn't have to be like expensive. A date could be a picnic, a date could be, you know, just a really cute gesture, or somewhere that may be in conversation. The person said they wanted to go. Something like that, you know? It doesn't always have to be money, but you have to be with a guy that can think of things outside of the box when they are lacking money wise, shoot, like anybody else. And I feel like when I was in college, the guy that I was dating, we did very good with, you know, having fun, still having date night with no funds. So as an adult, I just can't comprehend a guy that, you know, has some type of job not putting in the effort. So where the fuck am I going with this? Okay, so maybe it is hard, like trying to do this eye look and talk at the same time, because I want it to be really pretty. What I do demand or want, need, bare minimum is a guy that is ambitious, who has his own goals, who knows what he wants to do in life, to have a plan for himself, so that when we come together, it works out for both of us. And I can't deal with a guy that wants to mooch off me, or just doesn't have nothing going for themselves. It doesn't work out like that, because it just don't. Like this one guy, he like jokingly would ask me like, oh, can you be my sugar mama? No, the fuck? Like what the fuck? Like why would you even say that shit out your mouth? Okay, let's stop cussing. Why would you say that out your mouth? So he joked about it one time. I said, okay, moving on. And then he joked about it another time. Now the second time that he joked about it, that was it. It was done for. I don't want you. I'm not about to build no man up that's dead. You gotta come. For me, dating right now, I just deal with a lot of guys that don't have their shit together, and in reality, they're not ready to date someone like me, someone who wants to travel, someone who wants to go on dates that take a little bit more effort. I cut guys so much slack so much slack that I feel like my standards of like dating a guy that is like has potential, I should have never been doing that. I feel like I'm always trying to like tiptoe around money things, like, oh, like I don't want to get this on the menu, I don't want to get that on the menu. I'm always like sheltering guys' egos, and that just made me realize, girl, you just need to date someone that can keep up. Because do you just get how like going out with somebody, like being accustomed to something and then going out with someone and feeling like, oh dang, I don't really want to get a drink, or I always just put my card down too. I just became used to doing that. Like I always put my card down too, because I just feel bad. I shouldn't feel bad dating. Like I just feel like, you know. But with that being said, I'm not, money is one thing, but that's also not what I'm looking like. That's not what I want in a relationship completely. That's not what I want in a relationship completely. So I think I let it slide, because I'm like, oh well, maybe the guy will compensate in another area, like maybe his communication, or maybe he can motivate me, or maybe. And honestly, I feel like I've just been dating guys that are underqualified to date me. Is that harsh? I'm not even trying to be rude. Like, this is just honestly what I feel. Is that rude? And with me saying all this, I'm still not a harsh person. I'm still like very nice and very understanding of people's situations, but girl, your girl be over it. Like, I want a guy to get my nails done sometime, or like plan something really cute and wow me, but I just don't be wowed, and I don't feel the need to settle for a guy that doesn't wow me. Like, guys literally want me to commit to them, and I really be so confused at what I'm committing to. Like, what am I committing to again? Like, what do I get out of this relationship? And I just really want someone that you know, adds to my life, and with everything that I am and everything that I am building towards. Oh girl, like finding that is like a needle in the haystack. But even with the guys that are really successful, it's really guys are just really hard, because like my dream guy, so I got this dream guy, and he's in New York, and I remember first moving to New York, and I was like, oh my god, like I have to get him. A year later, like we met at an event, and I was like, oh yeah, we just had to meet, and that guy's an asshole. Like he meets every criteria. He's bomb, like he has his business, like he has to make like over $1 million, but he's arrogant. He doesn't respect females. He doesn't respect females. I can just tell that like females do whatever he says. Like whenever he says come over, they come. Whatever he wants to do, they do. And woo, I just saw that was not gonna work, because I'm not one of these little girls that need you or need your money or anything like that. I pay my own bills. I got my own place. what? Like, he was disrespectful. So that hurt me. I was like, oh my God, like my dream guy isn't even my dream guy. Like my dream guy is an asshole. So then I was like, dang, like where does that leave me? I'm so happy like that didn't make me feel like I wanted to settle at the time. Like settle just with anybody to say, oh, I'm just gonna date somebody that you know is cute and I can get, and maybe I'll try to build him up or whatever. No, I'm still like, no, my guy is out there somewhere. Maybe I'm still being worked on. Although I feel like I have all the qualities to be a great girlfriend, to be a great wife. I just feel like it's not the time, and it's okay. But back to like when I originally started this, I feel like I get shamed for being single. Like, what? Why is it my fault? It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault these guys trash. Shoot. When I look up, I don't want the glitter and stuff to go into my crease. So, little bitty litter. I feel like us as females, we just want love so bad that we'll ignore things that we shouldn't ignore, or we'll want to speed up the process, and we'll settle for somebody that we don't really have to be settling for. Like, you never know when you're gonna meet the right one, and it may not be right now. And I feel like a lot of females have a problem with being okay with the fact that it may not be right now. Your dream guy may be a few years from now. You may not even have met him yet. You may not even be in the position in your life to meet him yet. It just hasn't happened. Let's hope this shimmer works. I'm gonna use a little bit of Fix Plus. It looks a little bit pinky, but let's see what this shimmer looks like on my eye. Ooh. So I want a darker color on the outside. I'm gonna wipe the brush off. Attempt to. I'm just using all these purples. Any purple I'm using. Oh yeah. Okay. I think dating in 2019 and the society that we live in, I think it really just comes down to knowing your worth, knowing what you will and will not put up with, when to throw in the towel, and not settling, and having fun, like, and genuinely having fun, and allowing like new relationships that come into your life to be what it is, and not I know as females we have this tendency to create like this Disney movie, this Cinderella fairy tale in our brain when we meet a guy, and we get stuck on that like little story. And I feel like that's kind of why sometimes we end up in situations that last longer than what they should be, because we're holding on to something that, girl, we weren't supposed to be holding on to nowhere. Today I'm going to be using the MAC Studio Fix. This one has the pump, so I do enjoy pumps a little bit more, and I should have put on this primer. It's mostly my T-zone that is a mess, so concealer. I think that everyone wants love. Everyone wants someone to be compatible with. Everyone wants the cuteness. Maybe this video is something motivational for all my single girls to not settle even with like these cute little relationships out here. I don't know, but I don't actually know what I'm trying to say right now. But this makeup is bomb. I'm distracted because this makeup is bomb. I'm extremely happy of how this is coming out, so that's good. I think I might be jumping topics, but another thing that's so hard for me is like, I don't know, like finding people who like I can relate to and like relate with, and they understand and get it. I feel like a lot of people don't get it, so I keep a lot of stuff to myself because I'm just like, it's pointless. I just made a whole mess on my shirt. It's pointless. So when I'm dating, of course I want someone that gets it and understands, or at least like somewhat comprehends the stuff that goes through my brain. And that's why I feel like I have a disconnect with just a lot of guys right now. We're not on the same level. You don't understand me, I don't understand you. Just is what it is. And I'll be over it. I'll be over it, and that's where I just focus on doing work and bettering myself and trying not to have bad spending habits, because I can wake up and be like, oh, I'm about to buy whatever I'm supposed to not buy. Did I finish the story that I was getting at? And as much as I wish I was like this simple female that's like, oh, I'm okay with like just the simple things, like that's not my life. Like I feel like when guys pursue me, they know that's not me. That ain't me. Like, you see what I'm reaching for, you see the lifestyle that I want, you see where I'm headed. So where are you headed? Like, what the heck? I can't be headed in one direction and then dating guys that's going the other. And I think it's not that I just recently realized this. I think I just recently said, okay, the type of guys that I am, I won't say attracting, because, well, they're just my peers, but the type of guys that's in my peer circle right now isn't the type of guys that I think I should be dating. And also, it's not as simple as just saying like, oh, date older, because girl, it's some 30-year-olds that don't got it together too. What's something else somebody said about me? It's one other comment that stuck out to me. Oh, whoa, somebody said that like they said that I'm too masculine. They said that I'm too masculine, that's why I can't keep a man. And I was like, that's actually furthest from the truth. I know how to be submissive. I think it takes an alpha male to make me submissive. Like for me, it's hard to be submissive to something or someone who is not a leader, who cannot lead me in the direction that I need to go into. Like, you know, like what? I know how to cook for my man. I know how to please my man. I know how to do all those things. I'm fun. I like to go out. I'm not like a stick in the mud girl. Like, none of that. Like, I'm bomb. In all, I feel like once I found my self-worth and I knew what my value was, what I brought to the table, who the fuck I am, no, I wasn't letting none of these little boys like play no games with me. Like, you can't pull up a chair to the table or put some food on the table or bring the silverware or bring something to the table. It's kind of just like, I don't know what to do with you, sir. So I'm gonna continue working on myself over here until somebody comes that can do that. Just have not lucked up in that area of finding that person. I think in our 20s, we put a lot of pressure on females to find a man. I'm gonna be honest with you. When these men are not like being raised to find a wife or be good to their wife, like that's not really what our society is right now. But we put all this pressure on females: find a man, be in a relationship, be good to a guy, don't hurt a guy's ego, ooh, be feminine, be sensitive, be sexy, be this. Like, guys be wanting pretty girls, they be wanting girls with a big butt, they be wanting titties, they want bomb sex, they want all this stuff. And then what do they have? Nothing. No car, they live at home, not a good job, they don't know how to communicate. What do they bring to the table? Sex is whack, all of that. But me over here, I'm supposed to be this bomb person, I'm supposed to do this and do that, and I'm dating literally trash guys that can't keep up, guys that don't deserve me, guys that can't afford me. What Miami say? You ain't for me or can afford me, something like that, girl. What do you do when your nigga untrue? Do you cut that nigga off and find someone new? I need another man.
We ain't got no basic bitch, never chase a dick just to pay rent. You get on the boss bitch, they gon' work hard for every dollar she get. None of your assholes can touch me.
Introduce you guys to my favorite lip combo. So first things first, I go in with Marc Jacobs brown lip liner pencil. I feel like it's the perfect like brown for my lips. It's nice and chocolatey, it's creamy, and it blends with the nude that I put on. And then I go in with, this one is called Burnt Spice. It's a nude gloss by MAC. Well, not a gloss, it's like one of their matte lip glosses. I put it just in the middle. That's what I do, literally. It gives like an ombre lip kinda. So like lighter in the middle, dark on the outside. Lip Radiance by Milani Mills. It's almost gone, but I love this stuff. It's the perfect, so as you can see, this one is not, it's more peachy, because if I would have went in with a gloss that was too nude, it would have looked ashy. So this like warms it up. Okay, the last step, I'm using the Urban Decay De-Slick. This is also another oil control last step setting spray. So I really like Urban Decay setting sprays. Shake it up. I wish I had something purple to put on for like the finished look. One sec. I don't know if I have purple things in my closet. I do have this dress. Ooh, this is a whole birthday look, child. Ooh. Alright guys, this is the final look. I definitely started out this not thinking I was going to do a full-on glam, it's my birthday, take me out look. But this is what we ended up with. In the comment section, let me know if you like this look and you like when I chit chat and talk and do my makeup. Because I actually do like doing my makeup for you guys and then like having a conversation. So let me know if you guys are enjoying these type of videos. Maybe I can incorporate them more. So all my single girls that feel not wanted, not loved, that feel lonely, girl, you got this. Focus on yourself and love will come. You're not alone. More. All this fabulousness over here is single too, so you are not alone, girl. I love you guys and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.